It is Jeff Davenport live on this Wednesday, July the 8th. We are here in the Sierra Vista headquarters, the grand opening of Juan Ciscomani Sierra Vista headquarters here in Sierra Vista off of Mediterranean Drive. It is a big day. It's a who's who of people all across the county who are here to shake his hand and say hello to our congressman. And what we want to do today is just talk to him for a couple of minutes about why it's important to have something here in Sierra Vista. Obviously, he has offices across his entire district. If you look at the Arizona 6th Congressional District, I feel like I'm on one of those political shows where I'm showing the map and everything like that. By the way, this video is sponsored by the Ed Morse Automotive Group. Sierra Vista and Cochise County are backed by Morse. You can see the 6th Congressional District is set up to cover 5 different counties. Obviously, we here in Sierra Vista, right here in Cochise County, he's got Pima County up north of Pinal, and of course Graham and Greenlee County as well. And why is it important for him to have something like this here in Sierra Vista? We're going to learn a little bit more about that. Why don't we sneak on out? Got one of our Board of Supervisors, Frank Antonori, is here, and he's making his way down the hall. We're going to kind of show you what this place looks like. Here, we'll sneak on through. We're live right now. We're just going to take a sneak peek around before he comes back in here. And very familiar faces. Ruth, good to see you. This is like the hangout room. This is like the green room right here, where I think the coolest people are in here, I think. And then there's others. There's like a whole photo wall, a step and repeat wall. And I mean, this is great. Fiona's here. Hey, good to see you, friends. Good to see you. David Gowan back there. Mignon over here. All these familiar faces. It's great to see everybody here today. And Juan himself is here. He's greeting folks as he's coming inside. There he is right there in that doorway, saying hi to folks, all the people who are here. We have Sierra Vista's finest here as well. And big thank you, big shout out to all of the Ciscomani team that helped us coordinate this and allowed us to be here for this today. It's Jeff Davenport live, brought to you by the Ed Morse Automotive Group, Sierra Vista and Cochise County, backed by Morse. How are you? Good to see you, Judy. Hey, how are you?
Fine, how are you?
Oh, doing great.
Hi, strangers.
So, the brand new location, the grand opening of this new location here off of Mediterranean. This is in that big business complex off of Highway 90, and that's where you'll find this office. And why is it important to have an office here in Sierra Vista? He'll be answering those questions for us momentarily. In the meantime, glad you're joining us today on just about 1:20 p.m. as we're here. They provided us food. Thank you so much for the food here. That was right. Let's look at the food room that we had, and look, I can do a quick critique of some of the foods that are here. Right there, food in here. Not only do they have some pizza pies, they got the snacks here. And see, the good part about having little cookies like this, it means you can eat more of them and not feel bad. So that's the exciting part about. And you know what? As a matter of fact, I'm just going to load these up in my car right now. Oh wait, there's big ones under there. Forget it. I'm kidding. I won't take those. But these are the food here for the folks who came by early. Looks, I don't know if they'll have enough. I'm not sure. Now that I'm looking at that, had a slice of pizza. Had a couple slices of pizza. Very, very good. But fantastic day that this is going to turn out to be here in this brand new location. You can see they are ready for Congressman Ciscomani to make his way through and say hello to everybody else. How dare we have to wait for him? But if you were at the 4th of July event over in the park on Saturday, he did have a booth represented there. Some of the booth workers are here as well, and Juan was able to stop by between about 1 to 2:15, 2:30, and was able to visit with constituents and voters here in the Sierra Vista area for that particular event. This is great. It's a nice place. It almost seems too big. You know, you think how big does an office like this need to be? But finding office space like this, being able to fill it up exactly the way that you need to, I think you have. And it even goes back further. I don't know if it's just a bathroom back here. Should we go see?
Yeah, it's a bathroom.
That's all it is?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, then never mind. We don't need to go back there and see that part of it. It's like, yeah, we can say, wow, this is the congressman's bathroom. No, we don't want to do that. That's fine. But again, just waiting to talk to the congressman here, a few minutes away from him making his way through all of the different folks that he's meeting and greeting Here, we'll see if we can look at him through the window. We'll pretend like he's on the other side of the glass or in the doorway. Young. Hey, good to see you, sir. Oh, it's going all right. We got Carolyn Flowers busy talking to him right now. As a matter of fact, if you want to swing up, we can say, look, they're right. They got to get their photo together. Of course, is what they have to do. There's Carolyn, but here we are. Yeah, live streaming right now. Exactly. I know it's crazy. I'm just vamping until I get the chance to talk to him. Tim, good to see you, buddy. Good to see you, buddy. All sorts of swag here. They got the hats, the bracelets, the buttons, the pens, everything and anything. Yeah, take a look at all the swag. And that's waiting for folks here. We got stickers, cool looking camo trucker hats, as well as the solid blue trucker hat too. And these are like the old the rubber bracelets here, like the Live Strong bracelets kind of. Right? You're too young to remember those, right? You're too young.
I remember those.
Are you sure?
Elementary school.
Okay, all right. Okay. But it's an exciting day here, being a part of this this grand opening here. Now, are you from the Tucson office or
yes,
do you?
The
okay,
Tucson office,
okay,
yeah.
Just making sure. And I'm sorry. Go ahead and introduce yourself to everybody.
Hi, my name is Amelia Gordon. I'm a volunteer here with the campaign team.
That's fantastic. How long have you been a part of the campaign team?
I interned last cycle and I came back for this cycle as well. So about 2 or 3 years.
That's fun. So you've watched you watched the excitement grow, obviously, for the candidate. And why is it important for him to have offices in all these different locations? When you represent 5 different counties for the 6th congressional district, it's got to be very difficult to to maintain a presence in all of them. This is the best way to do it, right?
Yeah, it's great to have a bunch of different home bases all throughout the district. I mean, we're really grateful to have the opportunity to have an office here in Cochise County. It's a great way for us to reach out to our Benson area, to our Sierra Vista, even our folks up in Quail Creek. We're really grateful we get to be here and have this opportunity. So yeah.
It's super fun. It is a nice place, big space, a lot of different rooms here. How will they all get utilized? Is like one going to be the war room, the other one's going to be the food room, the other one's going to be the, do you already know what each room is going to be?
I wish it was as exciting as that, but I think most of the space will be utilized for our days of action. So we'll be able to have volunteers meet here and be able to kind of rally the troops and then go from there.
That's fun. So, I mean, but again, a lot of space and some great food here. Did you already have some food or did you eat on the way
Got
here?
Got some
or?
pizza and some chips, some drinks, and we're good.
I think we are. We're definitely good. It's a great environment, a great place to be right here today on this episode of Jeff Davenport Live, brought to you by the Ed Morse Automotive Group, Sierra Vista and Cochise County, backed by Morse, being a part of a grand opening of this office here for our Congressman Juan Ciscomani. And of course, it's that time of year. It's that season. And what was it like being, or do you notice any differences since you were with him during the last election cycle and this election cycle? How is it different now?
I think I'm going to have to refrain from any more questions, but I appreciate your time. Thank you.
No problem. Jeff, Matt, what's going on, buddy? Good to see you. So here off of Mediterranean Drive in Sierra Vista, again, a who's who of who's who. Anybody and everybody hanging out here, coming down the hallway. Offices on the left, on the right. Food in one office over here. And then this is the office that we're scheduled to meet with him in, as we might catch him a little bit sooner than that, which would be easy. So up here on the walls, obviously, you're seeing the different margins in this district and how the 6th congressional district kind of broke down as far as the various margins went. Oh my goodness! Well, just turn around.
Here we are. My man, how are you?
Good to see you, man. Here you go. I'll give you this, man.
Sure.
And if you want to sit, I don't care. Whatever you want, man. We can just do it right here.
Just chat.
First of all, it's great to see you.
Pulparindos. Have you had pulparindos? First of all,
I haven't.
Hold on. What?
I've not had.
You've got to try them.
All right. We'll get those. Yeah. Let Randy say hi.
Good to see you, buddy.
We'll let Randy.
Okay.
You can give me a hug too?
Yeah. We're live.
Everybody want a hug? Come on.
That's right. Anybody else? Randy's here. Randy Groff can give you a hug.
Hey, I'll see you later.
So, let's open this up here if you're okay with that.
Yeah,
would you be okay with? Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So I'll open this up as we talk. Yeah, so I can be the candy critic here.
spot.
That's what we can do. I am the custard critic, so I can be the candy critic as well. Juan, let's talk about the importance of having a Sierra Vista office here.
Yeah.
You've had one in Sierra Vista for just about every.
have.
I mean, ever since you were here.
Yeah, I was just right now at the event honoring the Sheriff's Assist team, the SAT team, and a lot of people there were saying, "Hey, thanks for always showing up." So I called my team on the way here. I'm like, man, people have noticed that we're here all the time.
Right.
So when it's campaign season as well, it's important to open up an office here and have presence. So we have an official office here, but it's important to have a campaign office here as well.
Right.
So
I have one for you, one
yes,
for me.
thank you. So it's we continue to show up. We've always shown up.
Yep.
But having this presence here, this space where people can come here and get the information and do operations here. Cochise County is so important, not only for the campaign side, but obviously for just the state overall. We've got the installation here with Fort Huachuca and so many veterans that live here. So I'm just always happy to show up.
How was your 4th of July? You came down for the event on Saturday. It was great to see you there, come into your booth. And again, for someone who's a majority of the people in the district, Cochise County is not the biggest part. It's the Tucson side. It's that Tucson side. But you still take time to come down here and visit with the voters. And how was your 4th of July?
Well, I tried to do that with the whole district. We started that day in the town of Pima.
Okay.
Over in Graham County, and then we moved down to Safford for the parade there. So when you saw me here, we were halfway through the day. So we were here for a couple of hours, and then we went to Oro Valley, spent a couple hours there, and then finished the day in Marana with the fireworks there. So it's a large district, so we have to get around the whole thing and just visit with people.
And how many offices do you have across the district?
So we have the Tucson one, and we have a Sierra Vista one, and then we have the Washington, D.C. one on the official side.
Okay.
Campaign side, we have a Tucson one, and then we also have a Sierra Vista one. So 5 overall, but in the official 3, campaign 2.
This thing has a little bit of spice to it, a little bit of kick on it.
I should have told you. Huh?
I know, exactly. It's sweet, but it's got a little kick.
Yeah.
Being here, obviously, representing this district, it seems like every season is an election season. Do you ever get tired of that, or is there actually time to get work done in Washington, D.C. in between things?
That's a great question, because when you are in 2-year cycles overall, they're tight. 2 years just comes by so quickly. In a district like this one that is so competitive, and you're always up for re-election. The ads against me started running in the spring of last year. Around February or March.
Yeah.
But I just been sworn in for my second term for a month or so when the ads already started. So that never ends that way. So, but you know what you're signing up for when you sign up for this district. Yeah. This is not a safe district. You know you're going to be running all the time. So you learn how to balance both. You have to keep the political side going all the time, the fundraising, the all that aspect of it. But also you got to learn how to do the job at the same time. Because before you get elected, you're just a candidate. Yeah. And you have all the time in the world to just run,
yes.
Right? And then you get in and you're like, I'm going to just be a member of Congress now. But now you're like, no, I got to keep up the same intensity on the campaign side. And now I have a full-time job as a member of Congress. So the team plays a lot of role in it. And I've got an amazing team on both sides, the campaign and the official. But you got to learn how to balance it. And then you got family, of course.
I was going to say, and you're coaching, football and
we're going to
like
Florida next weekend on the national tournament. My team qualified for the national tournament.
Are you kidding me?
Again, second year in a row. So last year we made it to the Final Four in the whole country on the final round there, a Final Four. So we're going again this next weekend.
I've asked you this before, but I always love hearing it because we talk to so many coaches across Cochise County. We say, this is someone who puts the coach in Cochise County. What are some of the similarities that you have to bring as a congressman and as a coach to young people? And what are the age groups?
So they're 5th and 6th graders,
That's
the ones
amazing.
that I'm coaching. And then I've got a second team of 7th and 8th graders.
What are those similarities that you have to bring as a congressman and a coach that they can kind of meet in
Actually, a lot between middle school students and members of Congress that are my colleagues. Quite a bit of similarities, unfortunately. And sometimes the maturity level is, I'll let you guess which one's higher sometimes. But it's about hard work. It's about showing up. It's about doing the little things. Yeah. It's about, just like in politics, sometimes people want to go for that Hail Mary or that big play. But I've always focused on, let's get that first down. Meaning, hey, let's go get the Appropriations Committee done. Let's go get this done. This Veterans Bill, work across the aisle. Things that may not be flamboyant and just over the top, but they get the job done. Yeah. So I always tell my team is like, hey, we focus on the job, and the job right now is to get a first down, right? If the score comes, great. If the big play comes, that's amazing. But what we're focusing on is doing the fundamentals and marching the ball down the field step by step. So in Congress, when people go in there and they want to go like, and they be famous on TV and do those kind of things, that's what ends up costing, and you lose your perspective why you're even there. You're there to pass legislation and stop bad legislation from happening too. So it's like the grunt work that sometimes they don't want to do. They just want to score the big touchdowns.
So what are some of the things you're working on right now that you can talk about to excite the District 6
so a couple
voters
things
and
I'll say.
electorates?
Always veterans. That's always at the forefront of our thinking. We're working the veterans bill that is moving through, but also the KITS Act is a new one. This is online companies and social media companies. There hasn't been enough protections for kids. As a dad of
You mean
6
from
kids,
the social media side?
social
or-
media side, also that there hasn't been enough age verification. The bill that we just passed on bipartisan basis, wide bipartisan basis. Not a lot is passing like that in the House right now. But so we've got that happening. Age verification for kids, content restriction on some of the stuff that younger kids can see. Listen, ideally parents wouldn't have to give their kids a phone until later, right? And we try to wait as long as possible to give our kids a phone. We have 6. Right now, 3 of them have phones, the ones that are 13 and older.
That's a lot of plans, by the way.
That is a lot of plans. But I'll tell you what, I mean, when you are looking at that and you're like, God, I need to go pick them up at practice. I need to do those things. So you want to give them the access and you can reach them. But at the same time, as a parent, you're always wondering, like, they have access to the whole world on that phone. And it makes you nervous as a parent. We didn't have that growing up. So it's important that they have protections without infringing on First Amendment rights. And this bill balances that pretty nicely. And then we got, of course, the SAVE Act, which is something that the House has done several times. The Senate needs to get their act together. They haven't done that. And then the appropriations process that we just got it through. More funding coming here, Sheriff's Department, and then working on, of course, the mission that we were able to secure here at Fort Huachuca. So a lot of things that they're keeping us busy.
And we were so glad to talk to you about that while you were in D.C. and look forward to more conversations like that. I know you got a lot more people to talk to and a lot more people to visit with. But Congressman Juan Ciscomani, thank you so much for your time. Thank you guys for watching this episode of Just Davenport Live, brought to you by the Ed Morse Automotive Group. Sierra Vista and Cochise County, backed by Morse, celebrating the grand opening of Congressman Ciscomani's brand new congressional campaign office right here in Sierra Vista off of Mediterranean Drive. For more information, check the post description. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sharing. And thank you for these